Hello all, and welcome back to Chreos Gaming. I am continuing my playthrough of Morrowind as the Khajit Thief Drolan, and working on...
What is this about?
Excuse me, Sarah, but, well, you're the Nerevarine and a big hero. And I don't really know how to talk to important folk like you, except to say, thank you, Sarah, for everything. Okay, what do you say about being the Nerevarine? The temple was wrong. You are Lord Nerevar Reborn. You've proven that. You've done what no one else could do, not even Lord Vivec. Of course, we are grateful for what you've done. Were you one of the sleepers before? So I don't know, is there anything... Doesn't look like it. Okay. So yeah, I was just gonna see if there was something related to the sleepers to see if the individual had anything to say about that. Okay. So, anyway, we have defeated Dagoth Ur. I've dealt with my inventory, so now I'm only carrying 211 pounds, which is very nice. I need to remember that I can bounce now to get my acrobatics up, because I have basically infinite stamina now that I have a stamina regen thing. Oh, wow. He says the same thing now. Interesting. Well, I want to travel to Vivec, please. That's not what I meant to do, actually. I had planned on using the Mages Guild and forgot what I was doing when I got distracted by the gal
Whoopsie.
talking to me. Anyway, so yes, defeated Dagoth Ur. Now I want to go kind of do an epilogue type thing and see what, the arena, and then from the arena I can go to the temple district. Wanted to see what Vivec had to say, and then after talking to Vivec, I am going to want to see what Nabani Maesa has to say about things, to see if, one, I want to see if Vivec is still alive, which means I have to go this way, because I'm curious whether he just faded with the destruction of the heart, or if he's still around. And then two, I wanted to see just what he has to say if he is still alive. Here we go, better acrobatics, and I'm still spamming a spell related to, what is it called? Oh, mysticism, because I'm planning on doing the Imperial Cult quests. But hello, Vivec. He says, the blight is gone and we have survived. Now we must dedicate ourselves to rebuilding the temple, and you must dedicate yourself to the responsibilities as protector of Morrowind. Right? What do you say about we have survived? We have lost our divine powers, but not altogether. Some token of the people's faith remains, and we shall dedicate it to rebuilding the temple. Now that Dagoth Ur is gone, we can turn our energies to the more humble needs of the people. It is good, honest work, and I believe there is redemption in it. Right? What do you mean by rebuilding the temple? There are still issues to be resolved between the temple and the dissident priests, and now that our greatest enemy is gone, we must reorganize the temple to meet the needs of the people. We have less need of ordinators, for example, and greater need of priests and healers and teachers. We must find time to mourn and honor the dead. What is your reorganization of the temple going to look like? Without the power of the heart, our divine powers diminish. Our days as gods are numbered. I have told my priests that I shall withdraw from the world and that the temple should be prepared for a change. We may be honored no longer as gods, but as saints and heroes, and the temple return to the faith of our forefathers, the worship of our ancestors, and the three good Daedra, Azura, Mephala, and Bothia. The missions and traditions of the temple must continue, but without its living gods. Oh, your divine powers are diminishing? Amalexia, Sothasil, and I gained our divine powers from the heart of Lorkhan, and now we no longer have access to the heart, so we must lose our divinity. I have always worn my divinity lightly. Fundamentally, I am not at all a serious person, and I will not miss it. I have tried to do what was necessary. I am afraid I have done some harm. I assure you, I will be quite content to be a mere mortal again, dedicated to my own amusements. Alright, well, what about Amalexia then? We don't communicate. Without the heart, our divine powers must diminish. She takes her divinity very seriously, and the loss weighs heavily on her. She tends to brood, and I fear she will do herself and others harm. Okay, what about Zothasil? I do not hear from him since our defeat at Red Mountain. Truly, I scarcely ever heard from him. He is completely self-absorbed. Like myself, without the heart, his divine powers will diminish, but I doubt he will notice the loss. He is fascinated by the hidden world and its mysteries, and I doubt he even notices us most of the time. Alright, so scrolling back up, we talked about rebuilding the temple. What do you say about Dagoth Ur now? He was a god, and now he is dead, if one can truly kill a god. Alright, so what do you say about me being protector of Morrowind? There is much to do. You still have Kagrenak's tools, potent weapons, and the wit and experience of a proven hero. The tribunal and the temple are happy to yield to you the duties of fighting the enemies of Morrowind. Alright, so what much is there to do? There are many blighted beasts and horrors that have survived and must be hunted down and destroyed. There are lesser monsters and villains of all kinds who prey upon the people. There are unsolved mysteries and legendary treasures undiscovered. I'm sure you will find much to occupy you. Right then.
So you remember all those quests you haven't done yet? Yeah, you can still go do those.
Yes, that's basically what it's saying. I agree. Do you say anything new about Red Mountain? In my library, I've made available to conflict. Yeah, no, you don't. Okay, it's basically the same thing. All right, so Vivec basically says, yeah, go off and do more quests. Find people who need help and help them.
But he's still floating.
He is still floating.
And now he's not. Well,
I mean,
but he...
that's just, you know.
I suppose you do have levitate abilities here. And...
Right, and we still, I'm casting a magic spell repeatedly right now, so there is still magic in the world.
None of your logic.
Okay, fine. Alright, so now I need to make my way up to Urshalaku Camp, which I have to do through Aldrune. So I'm going to make my way there. I will come back in when I get there. Alright, I am back at Urshalaku Camp.
Welcome, friend.
And I have to remember where Nabani Maesa is. I'm pretty sure it's this one with the carpet out front. We will see what she has to say now. She says, I am concerned. Why have you not yet fulfilled the prophecies of the Nerevarine? Have you done something wrong? Have you forgotten your destiny? I have heard that the leader of the temple, a man named Tholer Saryani, is desperate and asks that you come speak with him at the High Fane in Vivec City. Please, if there is some problem, go to Saryani. Perhaps there is still hope. What about Dagoth Ur? You have slain Dagoth Ur and all his kin, but remember, Drolan, once before, Lord Nerevar thought Dagoth Ur and all his kin were dead. Okay, she seems a bit confused then, because the opening statement acts like I haven't done what I'm supposed to, but this says that Dagoth Ur is dead. What do you say about Nerevarine prophecies? The Nerevarine prophecies are fulfilled. The devil is dead, the blight is gone, and the false gods are revealed. You have triumphed at Red Mountain, guided by Azura's hand. Okay, do you say anything new about Red Mountain? Now that you have killed Dagoth Ur and ended the blight, the skies over Red Mountain are clear and blue by day, and dark and filled with stars by night. Right then. So, yay, success. Goodbye. And with that, I mean, I can't think of anyone else I would follow up with as far as, what do you call them? Just seeing what has changed about what people say regarding.
Unless you go to the Empire and try to find Caius.
You don't, like, so there's a small subset of the location that you have access to because of the Dark Brotherhood quest. Well, I mean, maybe. I'm not terribly concerned about that, though.
That's fine.
Okay. So what I will do is I will use Divine Intervention to get myself... Where am I? I am in Nissus, and this is the nearest shrine of... what do you call it? Oh, the Imperial Legion, or the Imperial Cult. So if I can find it... Oh, apparently this is the Shrine of the Tribunal. And that's a wooden chest that is locked. What I was going to say is that I would... Hold on. Chaplain Ogrel. There we go. He can tell me about the Imperial Cult and invite me to become a lay member. So I will save it here, and I'm going to run through the Imperial Cult quest just so that this is thorough. It's kind of anticlimactic to do it after the main quest line, and I also still have the final Mages Guild quest to do, but I will do that probably after the Imperial Cult. For now, thanks all. Hello all, and thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please click the like button below. You can also subscribe using the channel image in the center of the video. If you are interested in more content in this video series, to the left is a link to the full playlist. Alternatively, when it is available, to the right will be a link to the next video in the series. Thanks all.